too.
And as well, Robbie, it's not just a reflection on his ability, it's a reflection on what you can get for a team. That one could do with thinking about points going forward in the next 3-year cycle to get promoted. Before then, we've got an issue, and we've got an issue. We have an issue for the world champion. Tadej Pogacar is down. We talked about mechanical mishaps, the lack of lady luck, and it's the latter that struck the man in the rainbow bands. He was away, he'd attacked, and he's taken a right beating there from the hedge. Tadej Pogacar is back on his bike. Tom Pidcock is suddenly all alone, and where's Connor Swift? Out of nowhere, the camera panned to him. We've seen Pogacar down, and this, with just less than 50 kilometres to go, could be the story of the race. Pogacar has his hand up. There's something else not quite right with the bike. Robbie McEwen, your reaction?
Well, there's a lot not right, that's for certain. Now let's see what's happened. It was Pogacar pushing the pace himself, banks it in, loses the back wheel first. So that's just incredibly slippery, slips and slides, flips into the thorn bush. And, well, that really puts Swift, Swift really put off by that, didn't know where to go. Look at Pidcock, though. Watch this. A slight adjustment, dips to the inside. That skill level by Tom Pidcock at the same time Pogacar was losing it is unbelievable.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a race on our hands. It's on to Colipin-Zoto for the first time on this sector and circuit that's been added. Pogacar is still ahead of the chasers, but he is behind Tom Pidcock. He's hurt, he's injured, he is a wounded animal. Let's see how he replies now with those rainbow bands on his back. It's one former winner against the two-time winner and the world champion looking to win it back-to-back. Adam, you've been talking about skill, the differences between these two riders. We saw that there.
We saw that there indeed. And as I mentioned before, Tadej Pogacar wanting to prove what you can do, I can do as well to Tom Pidcock, but also with Tom Pidcock there just pushing it too much, making him feel that little bit nervous. We now have a very, very exciting race on our hands, and we also have a very angry, maybe not so hurt Tadej Pogacar.
Look at the state of that white World Championship skin suit. There's rips all over the place. The rainbow bands have been ripped off his left thigh. He's hurt. You could see a damage to the shoulder there, but the Slovenian flag flies. He pedals on. He's got Swift already in his sights. Can he close the gap to Tom Pidcock? And how much will Pidcock know about what's happened here?
Pidcock, well, he saw it crash in front of him. He will know that Tadej will be chasing furiously behind. We don't know how hurt Tadej Pogacar is. Connor Swift, he's not been overtaken as fast as I was expected him to be overtaken by Tadej Pogacar, but we have a very, very determined and angry Tadej Pogacar now, and no one to blame but himself here.
Pogacar goes down. Off he goes into the hedge. Pidcock, as Robbie was explaining, corrects and gets beyond it. Swift can't really do anything else. He's on the wheel. Luckily for him, he doesn't go down. This is Pogacar signalling to those behind him. He's obviously being talked to. He wanted a bike change. He gets it at the bottom of the next sector. He's off and chasing again. Yes, he looks hurt. He's battered, bruised, grazed, but the adrenaline right now is pumping. And this is one of the biggest tests of his career so far.
When was the last time we saw Tadej Pogacar crash on the descent when he was on the attack? The Tour de France with Jonas Vingegaard, when he was trying to apply that pressure to Jonas Vingegaard. I think, believes that he wanted to push Tom Pidcock, and Pidcock was willingly letting him push that battle. On that first descent where they went across together, Tadej was already pushing it then, really taking risks, and you can see it there. Even the entry to the line into the corner, we can see where Pidcock was. He was a metre and a half wider what Tadej was. I think he was just too confident maybe in his descending there.
Robbie, the gap was at half a minute. It's now 21 seconds. Pogacar's already made an indent.
He's making his way back. He's making an impression. You saw straight away the reaction of Tom Pidcock after he corrected, got through the corner, initially up on the pedals and out, but then he looked back, sort of a wave of the hand, a shake of the head. I think immediately thinking, this is not how I want this done. But nonetheless, has kept pushing on.
This is racing though, isn't it? He's got to race on. The race was on.
Yeah.
I think with Pidcock here, This is an opportunity and a chance for him. Keep things rolling, make things hard for Tadej, of course, but also a huge chance to recover. A massive chance to recover. Tadej will come across to him. Tom knows that he can't hold off Tadej Pogacar. As you see the wounds on his legs, it just looks like a few cuts and bruises, nothing broken, nothing damaged. It's going to hurt him, but that adrenaline is going to be pumping through those veins right now.
This is Pogacar, but not as we know him. Normally shining, sparkling, dancing away, winning and looking immaculate at the same time. He's ruffled here, and it's a big world champions test on one of the most beautiful stages you can imagine.
Nervous, I'd say.
But look at the style on the bike. Look at the way he's putting the power down. He is up for the chase here. He is irritated. He's annoyed at himself. He'll be embarrassed that he's crashed as well. But the gap is shrinking between these two. And I wonder if Tom Pidcock is just slightly in two minds. Do I give it absolutely everything, or do I just keep it in cruise control, expecting him come back? Another look over the shoulder. This, for me, is not 100% pushing on. This is...
he's waiting.
He's going to wait.
He is waiting.
Yep.
Tom Pidcock waits.
I don't mind this. I think it's the right thing to do.
He might get a shock in a minute. Straight over the top.
Here we go. Keep watching this. There's a look behind. He knows he's coming.
I'm with Robbie here. I don't mind this at all. I don't mind that he's waiting for him. A show of gentlemanly respect to him. But don't take it that easy, I'd say. Make Pogacar work a little bit.
Tadej Pogacar rejoins Tom Pidcock. There was that last little bit where he did look around, he waited. Let's see if there's a greeting between the two here. There's certainly going to be an intake of breath, a change of gloves, a bit of a feed. And after this next little bit of road, we'll have to wait on the most unfortunate bit of road to get serviced by the car.